Hello everyone, welcome to Homework Help. If you find the video useful, please subscribe to the channel. In this video, we'll solve this polynomial equation. So as per the problem, solve the equation and we are given this polynomial equation. This equation is in standard form. We can solve this equation by converting the standard form to factored form. This equation has 4 terms. The terms are such that we cannot factor this equation using grouping method. So we have to use rational roots theorem to factor this equation. The degree of this equation is 3 because that's the highest power on the x. The leading coefficient for this equation is 24. The number term is -2. The first step is to find the factors of 24 and -2. So let's start with 24. The possible factors of 24 are plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3, plus minus 4, plus minus 6, plus minus 8, plus minus 12, plus minus 24. Now we can write out the factors of 2 plus minus 1 and plus minus 2. Next, we have to find the possible x values that will make the value of this cubic polynomial equal to 0. We can find those x values by dividing the factors of 2 one by one with the factors of 24. Let's start by dividing the factors of 2 by the first factor of 24, which is 1. So we do 1 divided by 1, which is equal to 1. Next we do 2 divided by 1, which is equal to 2. Next we divide the factors of 2 by the second factor of 24, which is 2. So we get 1 over 2. 2 over 2 is equal to 1. We already have that in our list. Next we'll divide the factors of 2 by the third factor of 24, which is 3. So the first one is 1 over 3. And the next one is 2 over 3. So this way we can continue to find all possible x values that will make the value of this cubic polynomial equal to 0. Let's work with the values we have so far and see if any of these x values will make the value of this cubic polynomial equal to 0. Let's assume the cubic polynomial can be represented by function f at x. Now we can sub in the first x value in our list, positive 1. So we sub in x as 1 in this function. When we combine these terms, we do not get a value of 0. That means x equals 1 does not work for us. Now we can try the second x value, negative 1. When we combine these terms, we do not get a value equal to 0. That means x equals -1 does not work for us. Now we can try the next x value, 2. When we combine these terms, we do not get a value equal to 0. That means x equals 2 will not work for us. Next we can try the next x value, -2. When we combine these terms, we do not get a value of 0. That means x equals -2 does not work for us. Next we can try the x value 1/2. One over 2 to the power 3 is equal to 1/8. "24 times 1/8 is equal to 3. 1/2 square is equal to 1/4, and 34 times 1/4 is equal to 8.5. 15 times 1/2 is equal to 7.5. The value of this expression is equal to 0. That means for x equals 1/2, the value of the cubic polynomial is equal to 0. We can find the binomial factor by setting this equation equal to 0. The first step is to cross multiply the denominator 2. Next we should subtract 1 from both sides. The binomial factor is 2x minus 1. Next, we should divide the cubic polynomial by this factor to find the quotient for this polynomial division. We can use long division. We start by writing the given cubic polynomial as the dividend. The divisor is the factor 2x minus 1. Now we can start the long division. The first step is to divide the cubic term in the dividend by 2x to find the first term in the quotient. I get 12x squared. Now we multiply the divisor by 12x squared. I get 24x cubed. Next we do negative 1 times 12x squared, which is equal to negative 12x squared. Now we can subtract the terms. The x cubed terms get cancelled out. Negative 34 minus negative 12 is equal to negative 22. Next we can bring down the 15x. Now we can divide negative 22x squared by 2x. I get negative 11x. That's the second term in the quotient. Next, we should multiply the divisor 2x minus 1 by negative 11x. I get negative 22x squared plus 11x. Now we can subtract the terms. The x squared terms get cancelled out. 15x minus 11x is equal to 4x. We can bring down the negative 2. Next, we should divide 4x by 2x, which is equal to 2. So that's the third term in the quotient. Next, we should multiply 2x minus 1 by 2. I get 4x minus 2. Now we can subtract the terms. I get 0. The remainder for this polynomial division is 0. That proves that 2x minus 1 is a factor of the given cubic polynomial. So we can rewrite the given equation as we start with the first factor 2x minus 1. Next we write the quotient. Next we have to factor the quadratic polynomial in the second parentheses. This is a complex trinomial, so we have to use the decomposition method or crisscross method. In this video, I'll use the decomposition method. We have to find two numbers whose sum is negative 11, the coefficient of the x term, and the product of the two numbers should be 12 times 2, which is equal to 24. We should find the two numbers by analyzing the product number. In this case, the sum is a negative number, so the two numbers that we multiply should be negative numbers because that's the only way we can get a sum as a negative number and product as a positive number. So the first two possible factors of 24 are negative 1 and negative 24. But we cannot get a sum of negative 11, so this pair is out. The second possible pair is negative 2 and negative 12. But we cannot get a sum of negative 11, so this pair is also out. The next possible pair is negative 3 and negative 8. The sum of negative 3 and negative 8 is negative 11, so these are the two numbers we are looking for. We can use these two numbers to break up the middle term negative 11x. Next, we can use the grouping method. We can pair up the first two terms and the last two terms. We have to find a common factor from each pair. From the first pair, we can factor out 3x. And we are left with 4x minus 1. From the second pair, we can factor out negative 2. And we are left with 4x minus 1. We can continue the factoring by factoring out 4x minus 1. So this is the complete factored form for the given equation. Now we can find the solutions for this equation by setting each factor equal to 0 and solving for x. So let's start with the first factor. The first solution is x equals 1 over 2. Now we can analyze the second factor. We should set it equal to 0 and solve for x. So the second solution is 1 over 4. Now we can analyze the third factor. We should set it equal to 0 and solve for x. The third solution is x equals 2 over 3. So this equation has 3 solutions. So these are the steps you have to keep in mind to solve a problem like this one. So I hope you'll find this video useful. Please share it, like it, and subscribe to Homework Help. Thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye.